Hi everybody, I'm Kelly Jordan and I'd like to share with you some topwater tricks. And one of my favorite topwaters of all time is a Lucky Craft gunfish. It is probably the easiest walking topwater bait to make walk the dog that I've ever thrown. It's if you've never walked the dog, it's a great bait to learn how to walk the dog on it. That's making your bait go zigzag side to side to side. One of the deadly actions of topwaters, you know, pretty much topwaters, you have prop baits, popping baits, and walking baits. And then you have some other buzzing type topwaters. But the gunfish is unparalleled, often copied, never equaled, in my opinion. It is absolutely deadly, and I always have them in my boat when you're in the water temperatures above 55 or 60 degrees. The thing that makes a gunfish so special, not only does it walk really easy, you can cast it a mile. This clear one right here, you can see it's tail weighted. So is this 117, which is actually more of a pencil popper type configuration. They're both gunfish. That's a 117, this is a 115. It's got a big weight in the back. What that helps you do is cast it a mile. Covering, and you can cover water really fast with a walking topwater bait like a gunfish. Calls fish up from a long ways down deep. It emulates a bait fish that's fleeing for its life, I guess. That's what a walking the dog action, that's why it drives bass crazy. Covers a lot of water, casts it a long way. It excels on schooling fish. When you see fish breaking on the surface, you know, how many times have you been chasing schooling fish, or you see a fish break and it's too far to really throw to? That's where this comes in. You can have this and throw it a mile. I typically throw these on braided line. 20 to 50 pound braided line on a pretty long rod, and you can really zing it out there. One of the keys to the braided line on these kind of topwaters, and pretty much any big topwater I throw braid on, because at the end of a really long cast, it's hard to get the hook into a fish with monofilament and keep them hooked on there. It's also easier to walk it fast, and you get the braided line dialed in right, you can cast it a mile. And it's strong, and if you catch a really big fish, you can handle them pretty good too. Colors to match a lot of different situations, different bait fish styles, different conditions, cloudy days, sunny days, sunny, clear, calm days, which can be tough. That's when these clear, translucent colors come in. And one of the tricks of the trade, or one of the tricks that a lot of people don't know, is these clear topwaters. A lot of people think, why would you throw a clear topwater bait? It looks really, I guess, lifelike and natural because you know, it captures light and maybe diffuses it out, I don't know. The feather tail is key because that's a target, helps the fish hit the hooks better, I think sometimes. But the main reason I think a clear topwater is awesome, because you can get away throwing a much bigger bait, which you can cast farther and have bigger hooks on, and match the hatch, if you will, to a much smaller bait fish. You know, a lot of times you're fishing and maybe the bass are hitting bait fish, you know, an inch long, a quarter inch long. It's hard to throw a topwater small enough to match the hatch right, to have hooks big enough to even hook them or land them on, much less cast far enough to get them to bite. These clear topwaters, I think, kind of trick them. They can't see them really well, and sometimes they'll fall for them where they wouldn't fall for a solid color bait that is obviously much bigger. I think they can't see it as well. Maybe it looks like 2 or 3 bait fish together. So that is one of the tricks to a clear topwater. Sometimes you can get by when they won't hit a solid color in the same size. When they're feeding on really small bait fish, you can trick them and have this great big topwater that you can cast a lot farther, has a lot bigger hooks to land them with, and gets a lot more bites. I've done it countless times, been in the boat with people that didn't have a clear topwater and they don't even get a bite, and I can catch one almost every cast. It really does work that well sometimes. So get you a Lucky Craft gunfish, one of the most deadly topwater baits that there is.